Alright, so it's been about a week of ownership with the 2022 Range Rover Sport SVR that I have. If you guys are new to the channel, depending on when you guys started watching, I had a 21 Audi R6 I bought that I actually just traded in for this car. Yes, I only had it for 3 months, but just wasn't the kind of right car for me. So now we're in a Range Rover Sport in the brand. I work for Land Rover and Jaguar in Seattle. So this one is going to have, obviously, completely different from what I used to have. Flip you guys around here. SVR with the Satin Ligurian paint, ultra metallic, but it is a satin finish, but in the sun it kind of glows just because of the amount of light hitting it. So that is it's about a $7,000 paint job here. We got the 22-inch gloss black wheels, red Brembos, no more carbon ceramics, unfortunately. Now this is the SVR, so all the exterior is just gloss black here. Still has the 575 horsepower one. Nice LEDs, air suspension. Now that I've had it for a week, obviously I'm super familiar with these cars, but I've never owned a Range Rover Sport. First week's been great. The car itself vehicle itself is super solid in terms of just driving and road noise and all that kind of stuff. I don't really take account for because, I'm not spending 30-40 minutes every day each way to and from work driving the vehicle or these kind of vehicles all the time. Just a super solid vehicle. And sitting in it and driving to work every day it's super nice. Just everything is super quiet. It's stable. Interior cabin is very quiet. The SVR with the dynamic mode, I always drive in dynamic mode. It stiffens everything up. It's got the SVR tuned air suspension, so it actually handles super well. Still fast, but obviously it is nice to sit up higher. It's kind of a vehicle, and it's got the upgraded signature surround, which is the 1700 watt sound system. Boom, boom, boom. Literally speakers everywhere. Sounds amazing. Great driving SUV. I love the looks. Got the soft door close, blind spot assist, which I didn't have on the other car. Big vehicle. It is heavy. I'm getting Expel put on here, Satin Stealth, or Stealth Expel on here, less than a month, so that'd be cool. Some small stuff, not gonna do too much, and then gonna get the windows tinted because the fishbowl status here. But it is nice to actually take ownership of one and kind of drive one every day to and from work. Kind of lets you pick up on some stuff. Some stuff I don't care for, but I've already knew that going into the vehicle. The In Control Touch Pro Duo, yes, it is slow. You just kind of have to give it its time, let it load, do its thing. I really only use it for music. And then down here, I don't really mess with too much besides pressing the dynamic, turning off the stop start, and then occasionally, messing around with the heated cooled seats, or if I want to change the climate controls. Down here is fine. Up here, don't expect to really interface with it too much because it's not the best, but for what I use it for, it's fine. And of course here, I got the virtual display. This is my setup. I just have music, speedometer in the middle, and then I just chose maps right here. Nothing special. And these controls work perfectly. The vehicle, as I said before, is a solid drive. Great point of view and everything. Of course, I got the radar detector because I like to mob around. And other than that, everything in terms of just the overall layout is super solid. Something that I took for granted and lost in a few of these cars that I've had, where the build quality I just feel was not there, and the overall ride quality. Obviously each car is different, but for some cars, I feel like the quality should have been better. This one, yes, it is expensive, but I feel like you're paying for the platform and the solidness, which is something that I definitely really appreciate. And we got the cool carbon fiber interior, air suspension, low gear, probably will never use that. We got the cooler, I used it a few times. So overall, I love the vehicle. Gas mileage is, actually about the same. Get about probably 15 miles to the gallon, maybe a little better. Panel roof. I'm trying to think of, flip you guys around here. Trying to think of other things that I don't like now that I've been driving this thing for, a week of actually owning it. And there's not too much. Obviously, you're going to sacrifice the speed. It's 575 horsepower, but it is a heavy vehicle, so definitely not going to be anywhere fast compared to any of my coupes or wagons, sedans that I've had before in the past. I think that is about it. The seating, it's the SVR performance seats, but they're actually super comfortable. They're not super aggressive, which is nice for like a daily driving aspect. And then other than that, I think I can't complain about anything else about this vehicle. It sounds great. It's the supercharged V8, so it's got a nice rumble. It's got the active exhaust, so it'll open up. There's some, I guess, fit and finish stuff if I want to get super picky. It's mostly cosmetic stuff, just like in terms of alignment overall on some of the panels, and just even in some of the interior like seating here. Feel like that probably could have been done a little better, but that's kind of just like nitpicking on some stuff about the panels and everything if you want to actually really look at it, but nothing, nothing's like hanging out and that kind of stuff. Everything is great. I don't think I've had any issues with the infotainment so far. As long as you let it load, it's fine. The minute you start, messing around with it and causing it to crash, like pressing it a bunch of times or trying to operate it while it's still loading, that kind of stuff will mess up the system, and you got to restart it, which is by turning off the car, and then you got to let it sit locked for like 10 minutes to reset the computer. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, drop a comment down below. Super excited to drive this car. We'll see how long I keep it for. Hopefully longer than my last 2 cars. Had several Jags, 2 F-Paces, F-Pace S, FCR. So the V6 and the V8, and then I had a 17 F-Type R, so the V8, basically this engine. First time Land Rover owner, so we will see how it goes. Any questions, drop a comment down below. Don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and we will see you in the next video.